Years ago, former President Nelson Mandela's assistant Zelda Lagrange challenged philanthropist Carolyn Steyn to knit 67 blankets for Nelson Mandela Day, and not want to shy away from a challenge, Steyn accepted. While she called on her friends to help and soon developed a Facebook group called 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day, and in just days, hundreds of people from around the world had pledged to knit a blanket for Nelson Mandela Day. The project has grown into a movement, and to celebrate 3 years of success and highlight, of course, the very cause that she stands behind, there will be 67 blankets events all around the country starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Well, Carolyn, a philanthropist and founder of 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day, joins us now in studio to tell us more about tomorrow's activities. So awesome to have you here.
Good morning.
And I see you knitting away already.
Crocheting away, and here, girlfriend, is yours.
All right.
You are now an official knitwit for Madiba.
Fantastic. I accept the challenge, just like you did.
Pledge. We need blankets.
All right. I will knit away starting from today. So to anyone who doesn't really know what this initiative is all about, just take us through that.
Okay, in a nutshell, Zelda challenged me 3 years ago to make 67 blankets by Mandela Day 2014. I said, sure, I'll do it. But I realized I couldn't do 67 on my own, and I didn't have 67 friends. And the friends that I did have said, I don't cook, I don't knit, I'm too busy.
Me.
No, you. But then, you know, my friends realized they weren't going to see me unless they knitted, unless they made blankets.
Right.
But I put it onto Facebook, and the next day at 3 o'clock in the morning, is there anybody out there who might be able to help me make a blanket? The next day there were about 200 people, and now we're about 13,000. If you saw Generations last night, I mean, not friend requests, they wanted to become members. Like in seconds, hundreds of people joined 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day, South Africa.
It must always be a good feeling, though, to start an initiative and have that bigger response, because it means, for one, the message you're trying to get across, people are hearing, and number two, you've come up with something that is different, that has piqued the interest of people. How have you received the response?
It has been just unbelievable. You know, had you told me that so many thousands of people, not just in South Africa, but around the world, would have joined the knitting revolution for Madiba, I would have said you out of your mind. I mean, who would want to drive to a shop, buy wool, and then spend many, many hours making blankets? But communities are coming together from all races, religions, socioeconomic backgrounds, in parks, in churches, in schools, in prisons. We've got men serving life sentences in prisons around the country. I shouldn't say prisons because I'll get rapped over the knuckles. It's correctional centers. You know, and they talk about the fact that they are knitting together their broken lives, knitting together broken trusts. With this project, 67 Blankets, they're finding their humanity again. So our country is knitting their lives together. We're knitting our nation together. Tomorrow is our 67 Blankets family hookup day, and we want to see all our knitwits from Madiba and new recruits and all South Africans, your families, your children, your picnic baskets, your wool, your good wool, and come and join us. We're going to have a lovely kuier around the statues of of Mandela all around South Africa. It's also happening in London, in Wales, in the United States, in India. We just got Italy on board. It's just amazing how people have really hooked in to this idea of making a blanket for someone less fortunate in the name of Madiba.
Now, Carolyn, you were quoted as saying these blankets are visual reminders to South Africa and the world. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is when you see a blanket, you know, you can go and buy a blanket, it's so easy. But when you see something like this that is made with love, it is a reminder of the fact that Madiba said to us, it is in your hands now. I thank you.
All right.
And we are listening to him with each and every stitch that we make with our own two hands. This is about warmth, this is about love, this is about family, friendship, unity, and warmth.
Thank you very much. Carolyn, powerful message indeed. Philanthropist and founder of 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day, Carolyn Steyn. Well, while I learn to stitch, I'm going to take you back to Adisa, who's going to serenade us with his smooth sounds.
As you pray to God, as you look up to rest, prepare yourself like a soldier, prepare yourself like a warrior. Don't you give up soon. Don't you let it go. Prepare yourself like a soldier, prepare yourself like a warrior. Talk like a president in a speech, walk like a king.